got COVID.
Was he teaching at that point in time, or no?
No, he's been retired, but he was only 68 years old.
Yeah. Way too young to.
Yep. Yes, way too young. But we just somehow Lenore got a recording of the funeral. It was live streamed, but we couldn't access it. We were like in the airport, just got out of the airplane when the funeral started, and it wasn't working on the iPhone. So we just saw the recording.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a special guy. There used to be members of Shari Tefillah a long time ago. Did they live in the those garden apartments in behind Sears, where the Tillises lived and the Mordfins lived?
Where everyone lived. It was a very Jewish neighborhood.
Right.
Shush. Jonah doesn't want to hear you. Shush.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the kids come up with a wedding date?
No.
Not yet.
They started looking at sites and.
Oh yeah? Where are they looking?
At DC at a fancy hotel.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And Daniel Novick is hopefully Daniel or with his wife or some combination is going to perform the wedding.
Daniel Novick.
Novick.
It's not Novick.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes, it is.
It's
Diane Novick's right. No, it's not.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's the rabbi from Addis. The assistant rabbi from Addis. What's the lady's name at Addis?
Shira Stutman?
I don't know what her name is. I don't really know her.
Lauren Holtzblatt?
I'm sorry?
Laura from Addis, Israel?
From Addis. No. Yeah, from Addis. Yes, from Addis.
There's Laura
Holtzblatt at Addis.
And it's Daniel Novick's wife.
And it's Daniel Novick's wife. And he's at Hillel in James Madison.
George Mason.
Oh. Okay.
You know who that now?
How do they know him?
They grew up together.
I've known him. Brian was a friend of his in Kadima in US. I mean.
Nice.
Way back.
Very nice. Good.
I don't know. They don't even remember when they met.
That's nice.
So.
Yeah, I know.
That's one of the few details we know is that he's a friend of Marion.
Okay, good. That's the best.
Yep, and it's kind of fun. They had a small engagement party, and all these young men are bald and and it was all these kids that were in my basement.
Right.
And because I only know them in a group, I don't know them individually. I only know two of them are twins, and one of them's named Ben, and one of them.
Right.
And Brian's old roommate is expecting a baby. And
Wow. Yep.
Wow.
Hey, Charlotte.
Hi, how you all? Good to see you all.
Yes,
you
good to see you too.
Charlotte, I have a name to ask if you've met. Have you met Janice Colton?
No, not at all.
So I know she's also active with the Jewish community there.
She is. She welcomes people in.
I haven't met her yet.
Okay, so if you remember the name, it's my sister's mother-in-law.
Oh, for goodness sakes. How about that?
I know her very well. And
I met a lot. The thing is this, I've met so many people. I may have met her and don't remember, which is very possible because I have to say the people here are extremely friendly. Yeah. And they've made every opportunity to introduce me to people. I've been eating by myself because everyone is so welcoming and so nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And have you tried some of the different restaurants out, or are you?
Yeah, I'm tried some of them out, but I've been eating the one primarily because it's in my complex and the food is pretty good. As a matter of fact, my daughter met me today and she had dinner with me. So
Oh,
it was
good.
nice.
Good. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Judy and
there.
Jules.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Jules.
Welcome back.
Hi, Sharon and Dennis.
Thank you. Thank you.
How was your vacation?
It was good. It was good. You know, you come back
Great.
from vacation, you realize, and you have a full day of work, and you realize, boy, was I on vacation?
Yeah, you pay when you come back, you really pay the price, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I wrote two of my 4 sermons for the holidays over vacation. So that's good. I feel like I'm in a good place.
The first 2 words when you came back were oy vey.
That's for sure. With masking being a requirement now as of midnight for indoors in Montgomery County. It's a frightening thing.
It certainly is. That's very frightening.
Yep. Have they gone to any restrictions at Riderwood now because of the,
Yes, they're starting. Yes.
what are they going to do?
Well, it's going to be masking up, especially if you're in public places
Uh-huh.
and certainly indoors.
Are they limiting dinner? Like how many people can be eating at a
So-
particular meal?
So far, I haven't seen any restrictions as far as that's concerned, but that doesn't mean they won't do it. They probably will.
Well, they
Because they're
have.
they're following the Montgomery rules.
Right.
They had just eased back up and were letting everyone go wherever
Right.
they wanted when.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, everybody's not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not getting their shots. That's the
Well,
problem.
most of the people in our area are, but the rest of the country, it's just mind-boggling to me. Just mind-boggling how people do not see the science of it and only see politics behind it. Why they even are considering looking at it from a political perspective is just, it's just beyond me.
There's also a lot of misinformation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In PG County, they were putting circulars.
Yep,
It would cause infertility.
right. Craziness. Jonah Lansky,
Hi,
how are
Hi,
you?
good to see you.
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good. How's swimming going?
It ended a
Ah,
few weeks ago.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. And I
Yeah,
see you let your
but-
hair grow.
Yeah.
Hello, Stacy and Gary.
Lisa, you can
Hi,
grow
how
it
are you?
now.
Welcome back.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
There you are, Paul.
Oh, hi,
Thanks
They
for
did a
your
good
help.
job.
no
Thanks
problem. How was your vacation?
It was great. It was
Good.
great.
Good. Did you have good weather?
Most of the time there were some rainy days and some stormy days, but that was okay.
Mhm.
It cooled off, it eased up on the humidity when it did that, so that was
Okay.
good.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was nice. Amelia Island is nice.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, Susan. Hi, Mindy.
Hello, Rabbi. Nice to see you back.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see everyone. Yep.
Did you
Paul did
just,
an excellent job while you were gone. He really did.
Paul does. Yes, he does.
I mean, no one could take your place, but he was a big
No, but
second best.
it's much appreciated.
Rabbi, did you share your undisclosed location of vacation?
Oh, I was at Amelia Island in Florida.
I know where that is.
Oh yeah, have you been?
I haven't been, but I have a friend who lived down there for a period of time. Very nice.
It is nice. A little bit hot. I wouldn't recommend it so much in the dog days of August, but it's pretty. It's kind of low key. It's quiet.
Is it on the East Coast or West Coast?
Yes,
of
East
Florida?
Coast, just outside of Jacksonville.
Okay. All right.
So actually near the Georgia border. One day we went to the Okefenokee Swamp.
I've been through there, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Took a boat ride through it with a national park ranger. Very cool.
St.
Oh,
Augustine is
Al,
really pretty.
Yeah. Okay. Almost ready to start. Hey, Julian.
Good Shabbos.
Good
Shabbos, Julian.
Something else, so I'm gonna be off for a second.
Okay. Audrey Haber, happy 80th birthday, belated.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Franklin. Good Shabbos.
How you doing? Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
It's
And
not
the smiley
Shabbos
face.
until Steve shares a card with us.
Yeah.
And the smileys are ready to daven as well.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
That's we needed a lot of happy faces.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Stuart Carroll's outside.
I'm at Lake Anna.
You're where?
Lake Anna in Virginia.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It's hot there.
Okay, it's nice. Pretty. The lake's hot. Half the lake's 90 degrees.
Oh, jeez.
It's only an hour from
It's
me
a-
and it's hot here, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's hot there.
Yeah. Yeah.
75. Nice.
Okay. All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
So, Dan Martyr, would you like to lead us in Mincha?
Okay.
So the 11 months are nearly over for Dan to say Kaddish for his mother. I think it ends this coming week. So that's why I wanted to be sure that you could lead us in Mincha this evening. So I'm going to mute all. And then Dan, unmute yourself. And so we're on page 289 in the Lev Shalem, or page 1 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom for the weekday Mincha.
Ashrei Shevetecha Od Yahalucha Selam.
Ashrei Shevetecha Od Yahalucha Selam. Zakach Olam Shanal Hatav Yirach Melech. V'Ledo Yishabach Masecha Yagid. Malchut Malchut Kom Yishabach.
Tehillah Adonai Yedaber Pi Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kacheli Olam Vaed Ve'anachnu Nivarech Yam Yatav Yad Olam. Hallelujah.
Rise for Chatzei Kaddish.
Yikara v'yikara Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Yom Adivra Kirute v'yamlich Malchute v'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayei b'chapik Yisrael. Bagol Avizman Kariv Imru Amen.
Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavorach Le'olam U'Me'omaya.
Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yirmam v'yitnaseh v'yidadar v'yidalev v'yidalal Shmei Degudashah Brichu Eilam Mikaber Chatav Shirata Tishbachata V'nechmata Damin Rabbi Amma v'Imru Amen.
Amen. We start the Amida out loud.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Hayel Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Kamel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zorchei Hastei Avodu Meviko Eli V'Nechem Naman Shmo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Fokedim Mashiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Uvokei Tzara Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai Machayim Mekim Atarav LaHoshia Machakal Chaim V'Chesed Machayim Mekim Barachamim Rabim Samech Nothim V'Rafei Cholim U'Matir Asurim Makayim Emunat L'Shenei Afar V'Yechamacha Ba'al Gevurot Mida Melech Melech Bemin Machayim Matzmech Yeshua V'Ne'eman Ata L'Hachayot Mekim Baruch Ata Adonai Machayei HaMekim
Nekadesh Hashem Kabbalah Kashem Shemak Shem Doshmim Aram Kakatuv Eremecha Karazeh El Zev Yomar.
Nekadesh et Shemcha V'Olam Kashem Shemakti Shemoto B'Shmei Maron Kakatuv Al Yana V'Yacha V'Karazeh El Zev Yomar.
Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzvah Melech Haaretz Kodo.
Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzvaot Melech Haaretz Kodo L'Matam Baruch Yomeru.
Baruch Kavod Adonai Mimkomo.
Baruch Kavod Adonai Mimkomo Divrei Kadshecha Katuv Le'mor.
Imloch Adonai Le'olam Elohayach Zion L'Dovador. Hallelujah.
Imloch Adonai Le'olam Elohai Tzion L'Dovador. Hallelujah. L'Dovador Nagi Gadlecha U'Netzach Netzachim Kedushatcha Nakdish V'Shivchacha Elohim Yipkin Yamush Le'olam Bo'ed Ki Alma Kadosh V'Kadosh Atah Baruch Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue silently 294 to 299 in Lev Shalem, 5 to 9 and Sim Shalom.
Shalom B'Ramav Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Yalko Yisrael V'Imru Amen.
We continue on page 300 in Lev Shalem, 10 in Sim Shalom. For those of you just joining us, if you don't have a copy of the prayer book handy, you can go to the Sharei Tefillah website, shareitefillah.org, go to the COVID-19 page, scroll down, and you'll see a link for a weekday afternoon service. And then you'll see another link for the Friday evening service, and those links will be PDFs of the service so you can follow along. Again, full Kaddish, page 300 in Lev Shalem, 10 in Sim Shalom.
Yigadah Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yamad Yivra Kirutei V'Yamlich Malchutei B'Chayechon V'Yamecha V'Chayedecha B'Yisrael B'Gola V'Zman Kariv V'Imru Amen.
Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mavarach Le'olam Le'omayah.
Yiparach V'Yishtabach V'Yipar V'Ramam V'Yidnaseh V'Yidadar V'Yidalev V'Yidalal Shmei Degudashah
Brichu.
Layla mekaberchata v'shirata tishbechata v'nechamata damin b'yama v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yikabel tzonhonu v'chon techo Yisrael kadam avuhon divishmaya v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yalko Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'ramav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yalko Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen. Aleinu l'shabeyach l'adam hakol tevot v'shit korin shachem. Okay,
Nemar v'hayadana l'chol haaretz v'yamahu yiyadana echad u'shmo echad.
Mourners Kaddish, Yid Kadal, Vid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Yalma Divrach, Hirutei V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachon V'yom Echon, V'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yizman Karid V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, Le'alamo Me'omayam, Yitbarach V'yishtabach, V'yitbar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'it hadar, v'italev, v'talal, shemei dekudesha, b'richu, v'eila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, adamiran v'yalma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'ramav, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Wish a yashar to Dan for leading us in Mincha. Again, I had said earlier that the end of 11 months of Kaddish for his mother is approaching this coming week, and we extend our prayers to you, Dan, and the family, that your mother's memory continue to be a source of blessing and comfort to you.
Thank you.
I also want to thank Paul Tillis for taking care of running Zoom Minyan and Shabbat services along with Cantor Adina on Shabbat morning while I was away almost for 2 weeks, and couldn't go away without Paul's help, and it's greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. We continue now with Kabbalat Shabbat, the service for welcoming Shabbat. We'll continue with Yedid Nefesh, page 10 in the Lev Shalem, or 14 in the Sim Shalom. Yedid Nefesh Avarachaman Meshoch Avdach El Ritzonach Yarutz Avdach Kemo Ayal Yishtachaveh Mul Hadarach Ki Yerav Lo Yedidutach Mino Fetzuf Vechol Tam Hadur Na'eh Ziv Ha'olam Nafshi Cholat Ahavatach Ana El Narefana La Behar Otla Noam Zivach Az Titchazek Vetitrape V'hayet halach Shivchat olam Vatik yehemu Rachamecha V'chusna Al ben ohavach Ki ze kama nichsof Lirot betiferet uzach Ana eli machmad libi חושנה ואל תתעלם היגלנה ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ מכבודך נגילה ונשמחה בך מהר אהוב כי במועד וכונני כי מעולם לה 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 la 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 Lechu neranena l'Adonai nariya letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda bizmirot nariya lo nekadma fanav betoda bizmirot nariya lo כי הגדול, אדוני מלך גדול, כל אלוהים אשר בדמך מרצון. ארבעים שנה קוד בדור, ואמרם טועה לבבהם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי באפי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו. הבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כבוד בעוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ, אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, אף תיכון תבל בעל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצייר לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט הבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו. לה 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 Lai, 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 lai. Adonai malach tagel haaretz. We're on 15 and 16 in Lev Shalem, 17 in Sim Shalom. Oh, have Adonai sin ura, shomer nafshot chasidav, miad reshaim yatzileim, or zaru alat tzadik ulishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim badonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho, mizmor shiru ladonai, shir chadash, Ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yemino, Uzroa kodsho hodia, Adonai Yeshuato le'enei hagoyim gilat tzidkato, Zachar chasto ve'emunato, Leveit Yisrael ra'u cholaf se'aretz, Et Yeshuat Eloheinu, Hariu Ladonai kol haaretz, Pitzchu v'ranenu v'zameru, Zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, B'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, Hariu lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram Hayamum lo. Tevel v'yoshvei narotim chauchaf yachad harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim b'meisharim lai 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 La 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 Adonai malach yigezu amim yoshev kuvim tamud arbet habetzil v'dorim Moshe v'Aaron v'chana shmot v'shalom Enose ayita lahem v'nokeim halalilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Page 21 in Lev Shalem, 20 in Sim Shalom, we rise. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai kavod va'os, Havul Adonai kavod shemo, Hishtachavu Adonai be'adrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod irim, Adonai al mayim rabim Adonai ba'koach kol Adonai behadar kol Adonai shover arazim vayeshaber Adonai et arzei albanon vayarkideim kemo egel Levanon vesirion kemo ben re'emim Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh Kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot Vayechasof yarot Uveichalo kulo omer kavod Kulo omer kavod Adonai lamabul yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yitain Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lachadodi 23 to 25 in Lev Shalem, 21 and 22 in Sim Shalom. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad hishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem tiferet veli tila lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha Kumi tzei mitocha hafecha Rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha V'hu yachamol alayichem la Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitna ari me'afar kumi livshi bigdei tifartechami al yad ben yishai beit halachmi karva el nafshi geala. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitareri Kiva orech kumi ori uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevoshi velo tikami mati shtochachi umatehemi vach yechesu ani ami v'nivneta ir al tila lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. V'hayu limshisa shosayich V'rachaku kol mevalayich, yasis alayich Elohayich, Kimsos chatan al kala, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, yamin usmol tifrotzi v'yet Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish ben parzi ben ismecha ben agila lecha dodi likra kala la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likra kala la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzohala tochem unei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. May be seated. We continue 27 and 28 in Leiv Shalem, 23 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor shir leyom Shabbat tov lehodot ladonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ulezamer leshimcha elyon lehagid baboker chastecha be'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel alei higayon bechinor mizmor shir leyom haShabbat tov lehodot ladonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ulezamer leshimcha elyon yismachtani Adonai b'for lecha meselecha Od yenuvon beseva deshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai Suri velo avlatabo Adonai malach yulavesh lavesh elayos yulazav degon devatim. Eidotecha nemnu meod levet chana v'kodesh Adonai leorech yamim la 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 Mourners and those observing yard site to rise for Kaddish, page 30 in Leiv Shalem, 24 in Sim Shalom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedachol beit Yisrael v'agalav izman karivim ru amen yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ol me'omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran de'alma v'imru amen Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Aseh shalom bimroma v'yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So we continue with our study of Pirkei Avot. We turn to the back of Lev Shalem to page 242, or in Sim Shalom to page 263. We're on chapter 2, number 18. So that's the top of page 242, or it's the third one down on 263. We're continuing with the students of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai and the important things that they had to say in terms of Jewish values and ethics, etc. So here we have Rabbi Shimon Omer. Rabbi Shimon used to say, Hevei Zahir b'kriyat Shema uvit Tfilah. Be careful about, that is, be diligent about, really is what Zahir is supposed to mean in this. Like you want to make sure you're doing it right. That's what Zahir means. When it's time for Kriyat Shema, so that is in the morning and in the evening, you want to make sure you recite the Shema at the right time, and with Tefillah. Tefillah here does not mean prayer, it means the Amidah. You want to make sure that you're doing the Shema right and the Amidah. Those are the two essential elements of the morning and the evening service. And if you get those right, then so in other words, make sure you daven twice a day and daven right. Ukesha atami palel, and when you pray, al ta'as tefilatcha keva. When you pray, don't make your prayer rote habit. In other words, and this is a discussion that the rabbis have extensively, is it better to recite the service by rote, or is it better to do it spontaneously and with full intention? So it's keva by rote or kavanah with full intention. And of course, the rabbis prefer kavanah, but understand that not everybody can have kavanah all the time when they pray. So better to do it by rote, but ideally have the intention behind it. So this, Rabbi Shimon says, try your best not to make the prayer into rote recitation. Ella rachamim v'tachanunim lifnei hamakom. But rather, prayer should be transformed into asking for mercy and supplication before God. That's what prayer should be every single time we pray. Shne'emar, as it says, Ki chanun v'rachumhu, because God is gracious and merciful. Erech apayim v'rav chesed, taking pity, patient and abounding in love. Ve'nicham al ha'ra'ah, and taking pity on evil doers, from the prophet Joel. So because Joel says this is what God is, Rabbi Shimon is using that verse, that he could have taken any verse or many verses from the prophets, using this verse to prove that we should imagine each encounter with God when we come to a service as an encounter, as a possibility for getting mercy and grace. V'al tehi rasha bifnei atzmecha. Do not regard yourself as an evil person. That's an interesting ending to this. So in other words, most of this is about prayer, and prayer how prayer should be a transformative experience each and every time. And he ends it by saying, don't see yourself as an evil person. So it's fascinating, this psychological insight here about personality, that not that the rabbis 1800 years ago knew about psychology or knew about therapy and appropriate methods of personality transformation, but that understanding that some people see good in others and good in themselves and are optimistic kind of people, and other people are more negative or down on themselves. And it's much better, Shimon is saying, to see yourself as a positive person, a person doing good in the world, as opposed to someone who is an evil person who could be tempted to do evil in the world. And that prayer probably can be the way in which we ensure that we see ourselves as positive people. Any thoughts or comments about this? Okay, fascinating teaching by Rabbi Shimon. And after study from Pirkei Avot, we turn back in the Siddur for the special mourner's Kaddish, the Kaddish de Rabbanan, the Rabbi's Kaddish, which we find on page 27 in Sim Shalom, or page 38 in the Lev Shalem. Mourners and those observing Yortzeit rise for this. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olamo me'olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushperchata v'nechamata damiran v'alma v'imru amen al Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Tamidehon v'al kol Tamidehon v'al kol man d'oskin v'oraita diviatra hadein v'divachol atar v'atar Yehei lahon ulachon shlama rabbah China v'chista v'rachamin v'chayin arichin u'mezona revicha u'for kana min kadam avuhon di bishmaya v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav u'barachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise for Baruch Hu on the next page. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. May be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shebarou ma'avim b'chol ma'oteh shavim v'chazim dozmanim. Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila ma'avdil ben yom u'vein laila Adonai tzavot shemo el chai v'kayam tamidim loch aleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai hamari v'aravim ahavat olam beit Yisrael hamcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem nege yomam v'layla v'avatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Shalom Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chetavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha v'hayam shemot tishmot zatay Hashem akom hayom Tate hesa v'sedacha something very Adonai Elohechem Emet V'emunah kol zeh v'kayam aleinu. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael achanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osefele malchutcha ra'u banecha Okay, Yam Lifnei Moshe, Zeli Anu V'Yamru, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed, V'ne'emar Kifad Adonai Yaakov, Ugalo Miad Chazak Mimenu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. I asked Susan Rubinstein to read for us the English translation of Hashkivenu, found either on page 45 in Lev Shalem or 33 in Sim Shalom. So, Susan?
Yes, in honor of my
yes,
mother.
I was going to say after that you and your sister is on as well. Diane is here, so we both of you have yahrzeit for your mother tonight and tomorrow, and we pray, of course, that her memory continue to be a source of blessing and comfort for you both and your families.
Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace, Baruch Atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Thank you, Susan. Shmor tzeiteinu v'oeinu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata v'yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We turn to the next page. We rise for V'shamu. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam beini u'bein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויאמר דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכם וביומכם ובחיי דרכו בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמא אמרו amen. We read the Amida 47 to 52 and the Lev Shalem 35 to 38 and Sim Shalom. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue on page 53 in Lev Shalem or 47 in Sim Shalom. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, קונה שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מאון הברכות. אל ההודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה Le'amidu shnei oneg zecher Lamase v'reishit. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Retzei v'Mnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'tein chelkenu b'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'taher libenu l'avdecha be'emet, v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'avav ratzon shebakodshecha, v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Yitkadavi Kadash Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma Divrachi Rutev Yamlich Malchutei B'chayachon V'yamechon V'chayedachol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yizman Karivim Eru, Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Lo Me'omaya Yibarach V'Shabach V'Par V'Tumah V'Naseh V'Hadar V'Taleh V'Talal Shmei L'Kusha B'Richu Le'elam Mikol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Tamiran B'Alma V'Yimeru Amen Tikabel Tzlahar V'Han L'Cho Yisrael Kadam Avon Di B'Shemai V'Yimeru Amen Yehei Shlomo Rabba Mitshemai V'Chaim Aleinu V'Al Ko Yisrael V'Yimeru Amen Oseh Shalom B'Romav V'Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Ko Yisrael V'Yimeru Amen. And I asked Al Kleiman to lead us in Kiddush. Al, unmute yourself.
All right.
We're on page 55 in Leif Shalem or 49 in Sim Shalom.
Eloheinu melech olam, borei pari hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, asher chesed b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu, v'shabbat kadsho, Yahava uvatzon v'nhilanu, zikaron l'maseh b'reishit, Ki hu yom tachila lamechloei kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, ki banu b'chata, yotanu kitasta, mikal hamim, v'shabbat hatzcha, yahava uvason, in Haltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Kadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach Al. Thanks for leading us in Kiddush. We continue with Aleinu 56 in Leif Shalem, 51 in Sim Shalom. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol ate gedula leotzer breishit shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kemishpachot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Ateshem Asav Al Kene Gedel Chamelahenu. Ki hamalchut shelcha hi ol me'atim loch bechavod, kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai loch leolam va'ed, v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo Echad. Mourner's Kaddish, Yitgadal, V'Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'Yalma Divrachi, Rutei, V'Yamlich Malchutei, V'Chayachonu, V'Yomechon, V'Chayedachol Beit Yisrael, V'Agalav Yizman Karivim, Ru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Ome'omaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tishbechata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'rama v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Before we conclude our service, I want to wish a happy birthday belatedly to Audrey Haber, who, if you're friends with her on Facebook, you would have seen pictures from her 80th birthday party earlier this week. So bis 120, as they say, till 120 in good health and happiness, Audrey. We wish a mazel tov to Marlene and Andy Sandberg on becoming grandparents again. Miriam and Dustin had a baby boy earlier this week, so the bris will be this coming Tuesday. And a mazel tov to Margie and Steve Isaac, who became grandparents again as well. And their daughter Leah and Josh had another baby girl. Hannah Beth was born last Shabbat. So Hannah Beth is a week old. And tomorrow morning we'll have service at 9:30 because of the Montgomery County ordinance. As of 12:01 tomorrow morning, any indoor gathering people attending must be wearing a mask. So that's the case now. We still require people to be vaccinated when they come to shul, but now you'll be required to wear a mask as well. The only exception will be Cantor Adina when she's by herself at the podium leading the service, and when I'm by myself on the bima. Otherwise, when we're reading Torah, other people around on the bima, we all have to be masked for that. So we'll see how that goes with Torah reading tomorrow, because Paul and I are the Torah readers tomorrow, so we'll do the best we can with our masks on so that hopefully people can hear. So we'll be in person tomorrow, we'll be on Zoom tomorrow, and live stream as well. Tomorrow night, Shabbos is over 5 to 9, so the evening service on Havdalah will be at 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. Sunday is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of Rosh Chodesh, 8:45 service as usual, but we have Torah reading added to that. And then Sunday night, Monday, second day of Rosh Chodesh, that's when we start adding the extra psalm for the high holiday season. We conclude with Yigdal, page 62 in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimsa v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo nelam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yen o guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon v'yen reshit le'reshito Hino Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato u'malchuto Shefa nevuato netano elan shesegulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od naviu ma'abit et emunato toratem enatan le'amoel al yad nevi'o neman beito lo yachalifa el v'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulat Sofer Yodea Setarenu Mabit L'Sof Davar Bekadmato Gomel Ish Chesed Kemifalo Noten L'Rasha Ra Karishato Yishlach L'Ketz Yamin Meshichenu Lifto Mechake Ketz Yeshuato Meitim Yachayel Berov Chasto Baruch Adei ad shem tihilato, meitim yechayel berov chasto, baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Shabbat shalom, everyone. It's great to
Shabbat
see
shalom.
everyone this evening.
Shalom, welcome back, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hope everybody has a very peaceful and healthy Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
So is that
shalom.
something new that
Shabbat
you're doing
shalom.
Shabbat services on
Shabbat
Zoom?
shalom.
Shabbat
What?
Well,
Oh,
you used-
oh yes, we are doing Zoom now for Shabbat morning. Yes, that's while you
Okay.
were away. We started it 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay.
My services were beautiful. Thanks for everything. And
Thank you.
Rabbi,
Thank you.
great,
Thank
great
you.
to have you back.
Thank you. Al, you got a new picture behind you.
Yeah.
The old one dropped off and I had to put a new one on. So that's Creekside area. That's all.
No, it
Okay,
looks
there
like
you
you're
go.
on,
That's
you're on
back
a
home.
farm. Oh,
Instead
it's
of the
like on a farm
Bahamas, you
right
got,
with us.
deer in Silver Spring. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.